Thank you very much, Chairman Coons, Ranking Member Isaacson. Thanks for the opportunity to testify before you at this historic, crucial moment for the Congo. I'm a fellow at the Eastern Congo Initiative, but the views in this statement are mine alone. The Congo's recent election was clearly fraudulent. The way in which the aftermath of these fraudulent elections is managed will affect every issue of interest to the United States in the Congo. The outcome will decide whether Congo, after badly stumbling, can regain a democratic path. But the outcome also will have a determinative effect on U.S. efforts on sexual and gender-based violence, on broader respect for human rights, on security sector reform, on conflict minerals, on general development prospects, and on all other issues of interest to the United States regarding the Congo. If this crisis is not successfully resolved, it will not be possible to improve governance in meaningful ways, and Congo could descend into a deeper humanitarian disaster, becoming unstable once again, affecting all of Central Africa and beyond. In 2006, the Congo held relatively good, free and fair elections. Mvemba and I were election monitors in 2006. We saw this. The elections had flaws, but ultimately and most importantly, it was clear that the person announced as the winner in the presidential election, Joseph Kabila, indeed had won. How did Congo so rapidly descend from successful 2006 elections to chaotic, brazenly fraudulent elections last month? As these elections approached, alarming signs grew that the Congolese Electoral Commission was fumbling badly in its role to plan and manage the elections. Just within the Eastern Congo Initiative, we've been working all year for good elections, and an ECI delegation headed by Cindy McCain, wife of Senator McCain, and ECI CEO Whitney Williams was in Congo for the elections. A little earlier in September of this year, my good friend Mvemba Dizolele and I recommended greater engagement by the United States. Our paper's title was not particularly terse, but it certainly was clear. Technical issues threaten free, fair, and transparent elections in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Urgent steps required. Mr. Chairman, I respectfully request that this ECI paper be included in the record.
Without objection.
Thank you. Even earlier in March, ECI's founder, Ben Affleck, sounded the alarm. This is what he said. The United States must do more to support the 2011 elections. Once these elections occur, the free and fair nature of the results should be above reproach. A finding of anything less risks Congo's stability and democratic progress. He then provided a long list of concrete recommendations for U.S. policymakers. I'm sad to say every one of those recommendations was ignored. He said, if we continue to place the Congo on the back burner of U.S. policy, it will come back to haunt us. That is precisely where we are today. Let's be clear about the facts. The election results lack credibility for two central reasons. First, the head of the Electoral Commission, Reverend Mulunda, badly botched preparations for the elections and was complicit in the preparation and reporting of clearly fraudulent results. Second, there's been a massive attempt by supporters of President Kabila to steal the election. One clear implication of these facts is that Reverend Mulunda should immediately be replaced. No reasonable person can have any confidence in his ability to play a useful role in this process from this point on. A second implication is that the United States needs to think through what it means that supporters of a sitting head of state just organized a massive effort across multiple provinces to fraudulently alter and manipulate election results. And right now, it is clear that President Kabila's security forces are working hard to suppress, harass, and intimidate opposition supporters through the threat and, in some instances, the use of violence. Intense discussions are underway around the world to consider what to do next. Many different scenarios and options are under discussion. Whichever specific route is taken, the required endpoint is clear. The Congolese people must see the man they have democratically chosen as their next president as the man who takes office for the next 5 years. And I want to emphasize that as of today, It is simply not possible to know whether Joseph Kabila or Etienne Tshisekedi is that man, the legitimate democratically elected president of the Congo, based on a credible electoral victory. Absent a reasonable process, if President Kabila continues to function as head of the Congo, he governs without a shred of democratic legitimacy. That's not a formula for stability in the Congo or in Central Africa as a whole. Such an outcome would be deeply counter to both the interests and the values of the United States, and would risk another humanitarian crisis and greater prolonged conflict and instability in Central Africa. Secretary Clinton and President Obama need to state now, both publicly and privately, that the United States is engaged both to help defuse this crisis and to find a way forward that respects and honors the democratic aspirations of the Congolese people. They should communicate this directly to a number of people, including President Kabila and Mr. Tshisekedi. Thank you very much. I'm happy to answer your questions.
Thank you.